This is Nelson and Mark behind the camera with Seneca Relics, and today it's February the 3rd and we've got a couple inches of snow on the ground and expecting 6 more, I think, by the end of the day. So we've decided that today's a napping day instead of an arrowhead hunting day. This is our first napping video, and what we've decided to do is I'm going to try to replicate one of my recent creek finds. But before we get to that, talk a little bit about what we have done in the past. And for example, we've been napping for, I don't know, going on 6 years now. But we take the stone that we buy basically at some of these events that we go to and do our best to nap them down. This is an example of a dovetail with Nether's Flint Ridge material, and we also we make necklaces, stuff. We start out this size and end up breaking it in half, which is more than we would like often. We'll take and we'll nap down necklace points, which I think we showed on one of our last videos after an arrowhead hunt. We also have requests from folks, and we had somebody request a military style knife, and so we looked at the K-bars and tried to replicate that with a I think this is mahogany obsidian. It's some type of lace mahogany obsidian, I believe, and we made some replica knives. We also have knives with antler tines, with the base of the antlers, wood, and then we try to make replicas of as many point styles as we can using the appropriate material as well. What I'm going to do today, attempt to do today, is I found this beautiful little dovetail, and this is in one of our videos, not as we found it, but we put it in one of our recap videos. I did find this in a creek in Mason County, and I'm going to try to replicate that today. Turn it over there. Can you see it?
Yeah, hold it straight on.
Straight on.
There you go. Man, that's a sweet point, and I wish we would have got that on video when he found it.
And all I have are some still shots. In fact, that's this point is what you would see on our channel background when you step onto our channel. And that is made of Carter Cave flint. And the only piece of Carter Cave I have right now is this here. So I'm going to work on this piece to nap it down, hopefully, to replicate that little dovetail. And this material is for us anyway, has been maddening to work. So I'm hopeful, but I'm going to have to work really carefully to try to get this into something that looks similar to this. So that's my objective for the day, and we'll show progress as I go.
We'll let you know how it goes.
Alright, and I guess I'm going to start on this piece. My tools here, I'm using copper headed billets. We make these ourselves. A little easier to do than go out and try to find moose antlers, since they're not common in these parts. But I use copper headed tools, including the flakers and the ishy stick and various size billets. So my objective is going to try to get this thing thinned down and shaped. So I'm just going to start. I've got a big hump on the back of this thing that has to come out of there before I can even think about thinning it down.
Yeah, thinning the spall down is usually our first objective. Getting all the humps out, getting it nice and straight.
We are by no means experts at this. There's a lot of people that we're hoping to get to their level one of these days. But like I said, we've only been doing it for going on 6 years, I suppose. And it takes years of patience and pain and crying, bleeding to get to a point. Wow. There's some areas of this stuff that's just concrete, and I worry about this area here, but we'll keep going. Hopefully I'll have a cigar here later celebrating my success.
I bet we have a cigar anyway.
And I'll have a cigar regardless. Boy, that's going to be rough right there. Ignore that area for the moment. And like I said, at this point, I'm just taking off some large flakes to try and thin the point and shape as I go. Nice one.
Good. Yeah, we've had people on our YouTube channel ask us about flint napping, and we're planning on writing another channel called Seneca Flintworks. That'll be up soon. We got us a website written, and we're slowly putting that together.
I screwed that up. Alright, well I'm going to continue to try and thin this down, and we'll be back on at a later stage. Hopefully not one where it's broken into little tiny pieces.
We'll let you know how it goes.
Well, I've started bifacing this piece of material down, and it has some really nasty concrete-like inclusions in it, kind of sandy, and I ran a flake up through here, and there it is. Fortunately, I think I still have plenty to get where I'm going, but boy,
hold it straight on toward the camera there. More straight on, put your point there. Now see, there's still enough flint there to get a replica. But you know, we're convinced that a lot of these broken points we find out there now, since we started napping, we've figured out that a lot of these brokes are could be possibly napping mistakes. Here's an example.
Yeah, here's some of our stuff that we've broken while in the process of either thinning or even pressure flaking. Like this one here, we were down to a pressure flaking level, just cleaning it up.
And broke
and broke it. So a lot of this stuff that we used to find and still find in the fields and in the creeks still that are broken like this, we're convinced that a lot of that was just stuff that they probably broke on the fly.
Yeah, they're of course, you know, they're broke from use, and of course plows out there tear them up. But since we started napping, we believed a lot of them are just from mistakes napping. So he's going to continue napping on this thing and try to pull that broken biface back together. And we'll get back after it and give you an update here in a second. Alright, this is Mark and Nelson back again. Just want to give you the progress. It's been about, I guess, maybe 45 minutes since Nelson started bifacing that stone down. Give you a little bit of progress on how it's doing. It is coming to life, slowly but surely.
I'm creating more problems than I'm solving, which is what you find when you get into this napping stuff.
Yeah, a little bit later we're going to do some, maybe some technique videos. There's a lot better people out there with a lot better techniques than us. And, but, hey, we can't wait to do it anyway. So, anyway, I just want to give you a progress on Nelson's point there. Just show me
Find the point. Where's the point?
I put it up here.
Oh. Yeah, I've still got a little room to move on.
Let me show it on the video here this way. Again, this is what he's looking for. Here's the authentic, and here's the replica coming to life. So it's going.
It's not as thin as I would like, but I don't want to lose too much length and width as well. So I'm not real good at the rapid thinning when they're this small.
All right, just giving you an update on how we're doing. So we'll get back with you in a few seconds. He's using the issue stick there to to shape it and sharpen it. It's still going in the right direction.
This side I've got down. I've got a bad spot right here I'm having trouble with. But I'm gotta be real careful at this point if I'm going to try to maintain.
Now hold it straight onto the camera. Alright, that's where we're at. It's going.
I'm going to continue.
And when he gets ready to start notching it, we'll come back.
Watch me break it.
Alright, this is Mark and Nelson back. Nelson is getting ready to trying to notch this replica here. I thought I'd film it so when he broke it we could all laugh together.
I just knocked out a piece of the barb. Not unexpected. It's really thick, but it was about the size I needed it to be in terms of the width and length.
It's going.
It's going, but it's really thick right here. So they're this thick, and you try to use this method, it tends to take out more material than you want. Those big flakes that come around. I don't know if that's abraded enough.
Yeah, that's nice.
I got a little ways to go. I'm going to try for one more flake before I start the other side.
That's looking good though.
And I'll do the final kind of shaping of the point once I finish the notching.
Having trouble with my camera, sorry. Trying to zoom in on what you're doing there, and
Me too. I can't see. I have my glasses on. Alright, I'm ready to start the other side. It's about as deep as I want that notch to go. Can you see that?
oh yeah. Alright, we'll be back with you in a second.
Now we were just discussing the fact I've got a nice big hinge working right here, a little stair-stepped hinge that might break off my barb or break the point in half. You never know. So far so good. A little off my line for where I wanted the directionality of that notch, but it's still moving. Now's where I'll probably break it. Because I'm going right into that hinge. I don't even know that it'll go. No, it's working right into it.
It's looking like a dovetail to me.
I think I've stalled about as deep as I'm going to go on that side because of that hinge.
Alright, we're going to do some comparisons between the 2 points, and
I got to clean it up a little bit.
we'll be back in a second.
Well, this is my first successful attempt at replicating something in my box that I found. Now we got the points here.
Yeah, it's roaring down the snow outside, and we can't go airhead hunting today, so we'll try to make a few here. So take a look at Nelson's authentic and his replica.
This is the authentic, found in a creek.
Mason County, West Virginia, about October or so last year, somewhere in that area.
And
earlier, maybe.
This is my attempt to replicate it with the same basic type of flint. They're both made from Carter Cave Chirp from Kentucky.
That's a close rendition, but hey, it's not too bad for the first attempt. Show them my attempt over there, Nelson. Here's my attempt. Story of my life. I broke it, but it was going.
And actually, mine's broke right here. I tried to take that notch a little deeper, but I don't know if you can see how thick that thing is. It's hard to notch them when they're that thick, and when they're the size that I want them to be, I can't get them any thinner. I'm not that good yet.
Again, that's a Mason County, West Virginia dovetail there, and I gotta have one of these things. Nelson won't sell it to me. Well, not for what I'm offering.
Yeah, 50 cents ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. All right, well, we're gonna nap out a few more here, and we might show you something here in a little bit, but for now we're gonna call it quits on that one and
do this
and enjoy the celebration smokes.
Whoa!